Hello everyone, welcome to series 5 in the set of videos for setting up a complete Kubernetes home lab. In our last video, we set up our load balancer using Metal LB. Now we'll be moving on to setting up Ingress controller, NGINX Ingress controller. And for those that don't know what that is, we'll just quickly look it up and I'll talk through it. The Ingress controller is a Kubernetes Ingress controller that uses NGINX as reverse proxy and load balancer. An Ingress controller is a Kubernetes component that manages the traffic flow into the Kubernetes cluster from external resources. So the Ingress controller basically handles how external systems talk to the resources within our cluster, leveraging the cluster and the load balancer. So we set up our load balancer earlier, which will serve as an input to what we're going to be doing now. So we will be installing this using Elm, but like I did earlier, I would like to see pretty much what I am installing. So I will do the show values. So if we go to our cluster, and so I'll move to the Elm values. That's where I basically store my Elm values, and that's the one for Metal LB. And then so I will do that for NGINX Ingress controller. So I will not install it yet. I'm just going to add the repo into my local NGINX resources, local Helm resources. So if I go in there and I do this, adding the repo, and then that is in, so I can then go ahead and show the values. And okay, I could have passed it, but then yeah, it's fine. So I have that, and so I'll copy that and I'll paste it here and I'll pipe it into its own file, which is Ingress NGINX values.yaml, and so let's see, Elm show values. Yeah, pipe that into that, and okay, let's just pass in the repo bits, and we'll see. And then I'll pipe it into Ingress NGINX values.yaml, and so we have that in there. So let's see what that looks like. Cat Ingress. And then so we have a bunch of options, but I don't think we need to change anything yet. I guess we will find out. So I'll just go ahead and install this, and I will just basically name it the same thing. So Elm install, I'll just call it Ingress NGINX, and that, and then I don't know if it's going to create its own namespace, so I need to create the namespace ahead. So just to save myself some time, I will just create the namespace ahead. So let's copy this and then create namespace and that, and now I can run the Helm install in that namespace. And we'll give that a moment to pull down what it needs to pull down and do the deployment of that Helm chart into the cluster in the specified namespace. That takes a bit of time. But then so it tells us that it's been set up, and I'll just grab an example of Ingress which we can use later on. I don't think I'll be needing the TLS part for now, so let's just copy it and I'll keep that in my notepad snippet place. And yes, so let's go see what that's looking like. Get pods dash a, let's just see everything. And looks like we have our Ingress running, so let's just k-n, let's just check that everything is good. Ingress NGINX logs dash f, and let's just log this pod and see what's going on in there, just to ascertain that everything is going on as expected. And no news is good news. I don't see any errors, so let's just leave that. And then so let's also list the services that we now have in the cluster, and we should have another load balancer. So now NGINX has its own load balancer, and you can see it's got the 231 and it's getting that from Metal LB. So I think if we visit that, we'll probably just see like a basic NGINX page, or basically nothing because we're not routing to anything yet. So we will deploy a more advanced app later on in this video, but I think for now we will just end this here. And okay, while we're on this, we probably should, okay, I think we should just end it here, and in the next video we will set up the NFS storage provisioner. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.